Hi guys, Josh here again with OBF. Today we're going to be talking about sleeping patterns. Now, again, another really basic topic seemingly, but this opens a whole different world of issues when it comes to body transformation, fat loss, muscle gain, the entire picture. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay, so why are we talking about sleep? Well, sleep really affects absolutely everything in your body, physiologically and even psychologically. Okay, so if you don't get enough sleep, what happens? Well, your insulin sensitivity, so your ability to handle carbohydrate essentially, okay, or your efficiency in handling those carbohydrates and insulin levels will be decreased, which means that you enter a pre-diabetic situation where you have a lot less control over your blood sugar levels. So this is not what we want to do. This is the opposite direction. So this is almost as if you're getting fatter every single day, but you don't get enough sleep, okay? Now, your performance as well will drop. If you don't have enough sleep, you will be less inclined to be more active, and your performance does actually drop, and it has been shown in the research to do so when you chronically don't get enough sleep, or you get the wrong type of quality of sleep, okay? Fat loss obviously is also inhibited because, again, with your insulin sensitivity and your increase in appetite, which I'll talk about in a second, you're going to be prone to eating more food that isn't going to be aligned with your goals, and your body won't be able to handle it as well as if you got sleep in the first place. Okay, now gains, muscle gain. So when you don't get enough sleep, your testosterone and sex hormone production is all skewed. Okay, and you will not be able to train as hard, which means that those results will come slower. And the food that you're eating, okay, will not be used as well. So everything all works together. And when you're chronically not getting enough sleep, it's usually caused by chronic cortisol elevation. Okay, so we're going to be talking about something called cortisol curves. So chronic cortisol elevation, which is your stress hormone essentially, which is very good. Okay, stress hormones like cortisol will allow you to train hard, but when it's chronically elevated throughout the day and then you crash during the night and then the next morning, this is not what we want. This will ruin your sleeping pattern. So I'm just going to read to you, okay, what a typical optimal day should look like. So when you wake up in the morning, okay, your cortisol is supposed to surge. You're supposed to get a boom, up, a surge of energy in the morning because your body produces this stress hormone, your blood pressure goes up, and your energy goes up. Okay, now testosterone and sex hormones, they peak around 9 a.m. Okay, this is why morning sessions are great. And your physical performance will actually peak around 2:30 to 6 p.m. So this is going throughout the day. Okay, so cortisol has gone up and it's kind of leveled out. Protein synthesis peaks around 5 p.m. It's a good time to train around then. And then your leptin starts to become elevated at night to suppress your hunger. At the same time, melatonin is secreted about 9 p.m. So here, when melatonin is secreted, your cortisol will go down. So in the morning, we start low, boom, it goes up, we level out, and then it comes down again at night and allows us to go to sleep. Okay, that allows us to reduce inflammation that's been caused throughout the day in the brain and the body, and start repairing from that day's events. Okay, this includes your training and all of the mental stimulation that's been going on. Okay, so that is a typical optimal day. You start low when you're sleeping, boom, you wake up, surges up, and then it goes down again at night. Now, this is not the case with most people, especially if you're in a high stress situation like a job, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, all of that kind of thing. Okay, so the problem here is usually caused by stress in your life, ignoring your chronotype. So your chronotype is actually when your body prefers to sleep. So you know there's morning people and nighttime people. That's a real thing. So you need to figure out what is a better time for you to align. Are you an early to bed, early to rise person, or do you thrive at night and you like waking up a little bit later in the morning? You need to figure that out because that will actually help your quality of sleep. Exposure to electronics at night, so blue light, will disrupt your cortisol rhythm by inhibiting your body from producing melatonin. So that's not what we want, okay? When melatonin is inhibited, your body will not be able to downregulate and decrease that inflammation and start the repair process, okay? Stimulants, obviously, caffeine and other stimulants, you need to avoid that at night. And the big one here is light in your room. So I'm going to talk about the solutions here, and one of them is called the caveman method. So in your room, it should be like a cave. So if you're living like a caveman, okay, your room should be completely black. So I'm talking about blackout curtains. If there's any electronics in your room, those need to be unplugged and shut off, so zero light whatsoever. If there's light coming in through your door in a hotel, shove a towel underneath it. Okay, I'm talking pitch black, you can't see your hand in front of your face. That right there is one of the biggest things that you can do to absolutely change the way that you sleep forever. Okay? Now again, another solution, sleep according to your chronotype, morning person, night person. Regular meal times throughout the day, so eating sort of at the same times every day, your body actually gets used to that. That helps you sleep better. Okay, if you're constantly eating at different weird times or not eating throughout the day and then binging at night and stuff like that, that will again disrupt your sleep. Stress management. Okay, so throughout the day, if you have a stressful job, you need to take time out for yourself. Meditation, walks, breathing techniques, all of that stuff. Control your stimulant intake, okay, so don't mainline the coffee and energy drinks all day. Your bedtime routine, so developing a routine at the end of the day, so say you have an hour before you're supposed to go to bed, you should be done your eating for the day, maybe shut off all your electronics, start reading, stuff like that. And again, we can get into supplements later, but there are supplements like magnesium, even melatonin that you can take to enhance the sleep process if you need to do so. But for the most part, fix that bedroom, fix that chronotype sleep, and handle your stress, guys. So sleep patterns, extremely important. You need to control that cortisol curve, get it going in the right direction, high in the morning, low in the evening, and your entire process of fat loss and body transformation will be made a lot easier. Okay, so I'll see you next time for the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Josh with OBF, and I'll see you then.